Said again this morning that you kind of feel this thing turning, that this is a different team now, the way you're closing out games down the end of the stretch. Does a game like this prove how you close the game out, that you're making strides?
Just really proud of the group overall. The effort to stay in that game, to put ourselves in position again in the fourth quarter to close out a situation like that, a game against a team that's playing for a lot right now. That was a playoff-type effort we got from Chicago tonight. We kept battling, we showed our resolve, our poise. Again, in the fourth quarter, it gets tight, we kept our poise. We didn't run from the moment. We executed our stuff. We got the stops we needed. And it was just an overall team effort. 48 minutes, we didn't back down. We won the paint. We won the board tonight. We held that team to 43% shooting. We shot 46% ourselves. I think that's a very good effort by our group.
James, can you describe what you were looking for on that play call with 6.5 seconds left to go? Obviously, it seemed like it was a plan for Victor to attack, but what did you call and what did you see?
The play was designed to give Vic the ball. Vic made the play. Obviously, there's other options that we have within a play like that in case he gets trapped or stuck. But Vic made an incredible drive. He fought through contact, finished that shot. Just an incredible effort. Great execution by the 5 men on the floor. The play that stands out to me the most is when Aaron Gordon, he's driving it and he potentially has the rim. He trusts his teammate. He sees Vic's open in the right-hand corner. He trusted him to make that play. He kicked it. Vic hits the three, one of the biggest shots of the game. And we saw that same play in Milwaukee. And this team is continuing to make the right plays come the fourth quarter time. It's been painful to get to this point, but we are turning the corner. And this team has figured out how to stay in the game, execute down the stretch, pull off a win against a very, very good team.
James, what did you see from Evan in his return tonight, and what was your rationale with going with him late over Tobias?
Evan is a difference maker for us. And we've said that all along. We've missed him on the floor in his timeout. I think tonight what we saw is a player that's confident. He can shoot the three, he can drive it, he can play make, he can space away from the ball. He's a competitive defender. We trust him defensively. That's what we saw tonight. What we did there in the end of the fourth, we brought Aaron Gordon in for Tobias, and then later, I think probably another minute later, we brought Evan in for Dwayne Dedman. And that wasn't an easy call because I like the defense with Dedman and Nick out there. But Evan gives us spacing, playmaking ability. We slid Aaron Gordon to the 4. He was able to switch on some pick and rolls. It forced them to downsize. So we got the matchups we liked, we executed, and Fournier was a big part of that fourth quarter.
The last 3 games we've seen Aaron Gordon get the crunch time minutes. He makes the big shot tonight. What are you seeing in the growth of his game that's allowed you to trust him in those moments? And of course he made that pass as well that you mentioned earlier. What are you seeing in him that's getting you to trust him in those big moments for this team?
He's got winning DNA. He's got winning fabric, and that's coming alive now in the fourth quarter. You can see it in his eye when it becomes the fourth quarter. We have a couple players on the floor who relish that moment, and Aaron Gordon's one of those guys. He doesn't press. He makes the right play. He's confident when he shoots it, and he gives us a tremendous defender on both ends of the floor. We can switch. He's versatile as a defender, so his versatility makes us very, very good defensively.
James, to win 3 in a row, beat 2 playoff teams, you said you're taking this serious about building momentum going down the stretch. I mean, how proud are you of this bunch, the way they've continued to play down the stretch?
I'm very proud of this group. We could have easily closed up shop, called it a season, but we stuck with it every single day. We said we're going to get better, and we've not strayed from that. every day in practice, in shoot-arounds, in games, the mentality is to get better. No matter how many games, how many days we have left, that's our goal, that's our mentality right now. And even through the losses, we never waver. Through the wins, we will not waver. We're going to grow from this, we're going to get better tomorrow in practice, we're going to learn from it, and we'll be even better come Toronto. That's our goal, that's our mentality.
James, this is, what, 27, 28 for you, something around that? This is one of the most kind of pulse-pounding victories you've had. Can you describe what it's like, the seesaw of emotions that you felt there toward the end?
The joy for me comes out of watching our players. Their excitement, their joy, they're the group on the floor. The credit goes to the 15 men in that locker room that have stuck together. They pull for each other, they compete with each other, and they've never backed down from that. And I'm proud of the way they've stuck with that. They've made growth on the floor, but as a group they've come together. And the credit belongs to the 15 men in that locker room.
Everyone good? 11:45 tomorrow.